Hello, good morning. It's a lot more cool. It's so much. It's so much nicer today. I woke up. It was really lovely, cool. I laid down, and then I went too hot. How? Okay, well, actually, no. For us, it's a lot cooler today. But yes, I will say that I'm scared, Terrace. I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared. Uh, we just had a heat wave. And apparently we have another one on the way, and it's gonna be worse. It's apparently gonna be worse next time. I'm sorry. Wait, is Katie on virtual realities? I am. I am in VR today. Yes. I'm also in vertical. Supposedly it will get cooler tomorrow. So apparently today it's nice and cool. Tomorrow and Tuesday it's gonna be really, 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 really lovely cool. Wednesday it starts to go back up in the opposite direction. Thursday, was it? So basically, it's supposed to be nice between now and like Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday the temperatures start going back up, and then next weekend it's fuck you territory heat wise. That is apparently the status for the weather, at least for me. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Terrace might be a day or so behind with the temps, but yes. Okay, laptop is up and running. Let's go! Cool, 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 cool. But yeah, it's nice and cool. Wait, is Katie on a virtual realities? I am! Thank you, Prey, by the way, for the 42 months. And hi, Spartan. Good morning. Hi, Terrace. Hi, Kerberos. Hi, Doberworks. Hello, Jake. Good morning. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's okay. Happy Dirt Day. Dirty Day. What? I'm not dirty. I'm clean. I had bath last night. I need to turn. I turned the heat down on the taps like less than a week ago, and I'm pretty sure I might have done something wrong because the temperature feels fucking hot again. Either my dad decided to put the hot water back up, in which case fuck you, or because of the heat wave, it's just gotten hot again. In which case, shit, I'm gonna turn that shit back. I need to turn it down further, or I only temporarily turned it down, and there's a setting or some shit which makes it so it doesn't. It's non-perma. It's non-perma. I hope it's not non-perma. I'd like it to be permy. I just need to figure out what button I need to press to make it go permanently. Yeah. Hello, good morning, Reem. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Water is in the reservoirs will be a bit warmer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but it shouldn't be that much warmer. I mean, technically speaking. Yeah. Do you know what's really funny? I told my dad that it's really funny how so many people were complaining that the summer of 76 was so much worse. And my dad instantly went into, yeah, well, that summer was a lot longer. And I just turned around and said to him, I went, Dad, it's July. We have June and August still to go. We have June and August still to fucking go. And potentially even September. Well, we've got July, July and August. I said it's June. We just had 40-degree weather. We have July and August still to go. And because of climate change, potentially September. You're going, oh, but we had a longer summer. We had about 4 days of 40 degrees Celsius. We might have a 2-week window now. We might have it now where we have like a nice week respite where people can get some form of adjustment in. And then we're going to get cunt dived into another fucking hot period with 40 plus degrees Celsius weather. And I'm sorry, it could last 2 to 3 weeks. In which case, fuck you. And he's just going, no, we had a longer summer. It lasted so long. It was like 30 degrees Celsius at night. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? We had 4 days. It was 30 degrees at night. Long sums, we Now we have random weather with rain and thunder in Quebec. So last week we started the week off where I'm from. We started the week off with a spectacular thunderstorm. It was a gorgeous, spectacular thunderstorm. Then we had like 4 days of fucking hot, and then another thunderstorm rolled in. We're getting bookended with thunderstorms where I'm from, because with heat with heat being the main book. And it's like, bro, it's stupid. But no, thunderstorms are kind of supposed to be somewhat of the common after a heat wave, because it helps, the thunder helps dissipate the stuff. But I'm sorry, we've never had it this bad. And apparently there is another heat wave on the way. Yeah, and the thing is people, the thing is I'm hoping it's like another week or so. Do you know what I want? I want it to be like no more than a week of heat, and then we go back to another dip. If we get a week of holy fuck hot weather, and then a week of cool, I'm okay with that. But if it's like fuck you heat for like 3 weeks straight, I'm like, I can't with that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome into the stream. In the 90s, summer sort of lasted to November, but that was because of a solar high. Yeah, but we're apparently going through a solar high at the moment.
Hello.
Hi Taylor, good morning. Hi Lavaka, hi Dwaka, good morning you too. Ahoy, Ohio, Ohio gozaimasu. Hi Double Works. I think there is a big lake near where I live. I'm so happy I have air conditioning. I have an AC unit, and I figured out how to set this thing up beautifully so I can get as much cooling potential as possible. I'm so fucking happy I've managed to figure that shit out. But my biggest fucking fear is that if it gets to the point where I need this thing on at night, financially speaking, I am fucked. Like, I am not joking when I say I am fucked if I'm in a situation of if I have to run this thing day and night for a few days back to back because of a massive hot period, financially speaking, this thing is costing me like about £3 to £5. I think if I do it from say midnight to midnight, like a 24-hour window, I think it'll cost me about £6. And I'm like, I can't do that multiple days in a row. It doesn't sound like much, but given the fact that I was so fine, I got fucking cut last month with work because, hey, my dad decided to legitimately take a 2-week break, and I couldn't work properly throughout that period. Okay, here's the thing. Looking back, I kind of wish I at least kept on top of my Twitch streams, but he pissed me off, and I didn't want to bring that to the stream. Kind of regret not just going live on Twitch for that period of time, but it is what it is. I'm getting back into the flow with things. But it's the other platform that I couldn't make streams on. And I kind of now have a personal agreement of no matter what, I'm sticking to the schedule, and I'm going to just lighten what I can and can't do. So it is what it is. We live and learn. Yes, we live and learn, and hopefully that'll be what happens. Problem is if I'm pissed and I'm annoyed, I don't want to bring that shit to stream. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Recently, I've had my hormone levels adjusted. My HRT medication level got adjusted, so I'm going back through a adjustment period. Yes. So running AC is like £42 a week roughly for you. Yes, but I have actually figured out how to run the settings on this so it's not constantly set on. I'm not gonna lie, during the week I only learn how to make it so it doesn't constantly have the AC part running. My AC has like 3 settings on it. It's got dehumidifier mode, it's got air conditioning mode, and then it's got ventilation mode. Ventilation mode basically goes, we're just going to take all of the air, we're just going to circulate the air in here, and it just helps purify the air and dumps the stagnant air outside whilst trying to keep the air in here fresher. And I only recently figured that out. But there is a way to get it, so AC mode will switch between AC mode and ventilation mode to help keep the air in the room fresher. I only really learned about that. It's basically turn the number on it up until it stops doing it. Hi, Quinn! Oh, so that's what the H of HRT mean. Huh? HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Because the whole, hey, I'm a chick with dick thing. Yeah. Yeah. So hormone replacement treatment or therapy. But yeah, yeah, I learned how to do that. So when I said, oh, it cost me like £6 a day to run this thing, that was it running constant AC mode. And I learned that if I turn the number up to about 30, if I put the number around like 29 or 30, it will turn it on, it will switch to the air conditioning on and off. It'll run the air conditioning thing for about 5, I think it runs the air conditioning thing for about 5 maybe 10 minutes, and then it'll do like 20 minutes or so of just like ventilation mode, and then switch it back on. Try having an overheating fridge that's cooking my room. Oh, Dobleworks. Do you know what's really funny? I went to Sainsbury's on yesterday morning. I don't know why my brain was saying it was a couple of days ago. It was yesterday morning. I went to Sainsbury's with my dad Saturday morning. All the fridges, apart from the ones with the fucking doors, at the Sainsbury's, were broken. They were overworked because of the heat. The fridges all broke. Every single last fucking fridge was broken. There was zero meat. They literally closed the aisle down because of how nothing was in them. There was nothing in them. The cheese aisle was fine. The cheese and dairy products were all fine. But the meat aisles were gone. It was just closed. The Tesco I worked for just kept flickering on and off, them giving up and going off. Do you want to know what's really stupid? I can't remember which store it was. I think it might be Lidl. I think it's Lidl or Aldi. Actually, I think it's Lidl. It's either Lidl or Aldi. Lidl or Aldi switched over to fridges with the glass door ones, where you can still look into them. They're the exact same, but they got doors on the front, keeping everything inside much cooler. They're all fine, by the way. Cheaper to produce, they're cheaper to maintain, they hold their temperature significantly better, and it's like, whoa, my Sainsbury's just about survived. Do you know what's really funny? I live in Bristol. There is a place called the College Green by the centre. Over the road from the College Green is a Tesco's. There is a small Tesco's. So it's a Tesco's local. So really, really, really small Tesco's one, right? They have the AC on, so they're aware. So that local Tesco's is well and aware that they don't pay the bills. Corporate pays the bills. So they just have it so the AC is cranked to the highest degree. You go from if you're walking around during the summer heat, you're walking around drenched in sweat, and you're like, ooey gooey horribleness. And then you walk into that store, you go from melted plastic to fucking nipples that can cut glass type hard. You go from one extreme to the other. You literally walk in there in the middle of summer, you can see your fucking breath. It is insanely cold in there. Not the sweaty skin. You don't like the sweaty skin, Carberus? It's a shame I don't have it on my avatar. Oh, I see the mental picture in front of my head. Yeah, do you want to know how bad it is, Carberus? The AC in the store is so cranked up in there. You can see the heat coming into the store, condensing. You know what, how I can see my breath. It's so hot. It's so cold you can see your breath, and it's basically just the humidity in your mouth. You can see it coming in through the door. Every time the door opens, there's like a small mist that happens because the cold in the store is so good. It's so nice. None of their fucking fridges broke. What's the stream style for? Bies? It's just bies. It's just yes with a B. BS. It's just there. Why? Not the sweaty skin, it makes me itchy. I get something called polymorphic light eruption, and I learned that sweat actually helps prevent it from being a problem. Itchy skin makes me go crazy. That doesn't realize I scratch myself to the bleeding point. Weird, but okay, Kerberos, in the situation where you get itchy from anything, don't itch it, run cold water over it. Run cold water over it. It will get rid of the itch. I have a human thermometer that walk into my shop like that. They just collapse. The AC kicks in, like speaking in tongues. Second AC, oh Christ. Okay, because I read it as bi. Oh, it's BS. It's just BS. BS. Why did people get scared that I might be quitting or something? I'm sorry. I don't care how warm it's gonna be. I'm aware my thigh-high socks. Oh, do you know what's really funny? I have like 4 dresses, and I only ever wear. Okay. One downstairs. Four. I've got 4 dresses and 2 skirts, and 2 pairs of short shorts. Technically speaking, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got like good 7, 8 days worth of like not having anything covering my legs, ready to go. I will say this: I will be making. I think I'm gonna. I need to make sure it'll be fine. Greek yogurt also helps cool the skin, apparently. Yeah. What you want to do is you just wanna. There are 2 ways to see it: B, yes, or buys. I'm gonna just, okay, based off of that, I'm gonna add a little dash. Just a little. There we go. Yes. There we go. Fixed it, no more panicking. I'm not leaving. I was a bit concerned. Sorry. I didn't know what to put the title for today. Was waiting. I may be crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you, the Joker. No, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Last month was so bad. Like, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it put me in a really bad mental spiral for the past couple of days. Like, I knew it was bad, I didn't realize how bad it was until, like, I want to say, like, Friday night. And I basically just, I thankfully have some contingencies in place, but I'm really pissed. I'm really pissed that everything was going really, really well. And then I'm really pissed that I was saving up money for emergency. I was saving up money for emergencies, right? I wanted to try and save up about 3 months worth of covering my bills. And I was on track to get all of it covered by the end of next month. Like, I was very much on track to get it actually complete about 2 months early. And I'm pissed because the moment it started going in a good direction and I could save up a good amount of money, my dad takes the 2-week cock block break out of fucking nowhere, and I'm like, well, there goes all of the savings, because I literally have no other choice but to pull all the savings out and just hope I don't run through it before I can get some more money in. And I'm hoping what's going to happen is before it gets to the point of me being actual full-blown panic mode, and you'll know when I'm in full-blown panic mode because I will probably be doing like multiple fucking way more streaming on the other platform just to try and make ends meet. I don't want to break my I need to get back into the flow before I break anything, before I can do anything else, and that's what I'm working on. But it was really annoying how I got everything together. Everything was going in a good direction. My dad basically out of nowhere decided to take a 2-week home break, and I'm like, I can't make money. And I did the maths, by the way. I did the maths. He cost me well over 1,500. He cost me well over 1,500 for 2 weeks off. 2 weeks off.
Onita, I have a date.
I am here to drop this then go get my car, have fun stream
Pango, thank you so much for the 87 months. I hope you are okay, and I hope Sky's okay. Sorry, but I bit my cheek the other day. I'm not even joking. I bit my cheek the other day, and it's in the one. It's like right at the back where I bit my cheek. And now I can't open my jaw or close my jaw. Like, I can't open or close my jaw because I bit it right next to where the muscle is. So it's causing slight inflammation. I bit my cheek right next to where the muscle is. So I'm getting slight inflammation on the fucking muscle because it's trying to repair the cheek. And now I can't chew properly. So I had pizza this morning, and I'm like sitting. It took me. Normally it takes me like. I want to say it usually takes me no more than about 10 minutes to eat a whole pizza to myself. It took me like 35 minutes to have a fucking pizza. It's normally boiling fucking hot, but by the time I'm done with it, it was cold before I finished. And I'm just sitting there going like, I can't close my mouth, so I'm like just sitting there going, I'm going to grind this as much as I fucking can. I'm just going to grind this shit as much as I can so I go, and it's so uncomfortable. It's so bad. Wait, for real? I never knew. I've done that before and it sucks. I've got it on both sides, not gonna lie. It sucks, doesn't it, Xander? Also, hi Xander, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing okay. God damn it. I'm so thirsty. I know another side effect, by the way, of constantly having fans and air conditioning running, by the way. Drier air in your room. Significantly drier air in your room. So you're just sitting there going, bleh. What news do you have for me? I'm laying in bed because I've been up all night. Is it hot for you, or were you just up all night? I proposed to Sky and they said yes. Congratulations! I'm so proud of you. I thought you were gonna say that she's pregnant or something. I thought you were gonna say that she's pregnant or something. I'm so fucking proud of you. She's not pregnant, is she? Congratulations, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm so fucking proud of you. Oh dear, not yet. Yet? The breeding hasn't begun. It's 2026. Most people do the breeding and then go, shit, I gotta do the question now. I'm not financially still enough for that. Oh, Pango, I've been looking into housing again. I'm properly looking into moving again. And I'm not gonna lie, Scotland looks good. Scotland is my only option right now. Fucking Dundee. I'm not joking. I could afford Dundee right now. I could literally afford to move to Dundee right now. I could buy a house in I could buy a nice 2 or 3 bed house in Dundee. And be happy and be fine. I could do that. I could do that within 6 months. I could do that within 6 months if I put my head down. If I put my head down and just save up and get a deposit. I could afford that now. Anything York and above is more affordable. It's fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie though. I want a 2 or a 3. Here's the thing. I want at least a 2 bed so I can have workspace and sleep space completely fucking separate. That's a thing which I need. I'm not having a fucking, yeah. And I don't want, I'd like an actual place that isn't my work room to hang out and just chill and relax. So I'd like a living room. I don't want to work in my living room if I can avoid it. But the further away I get, my brain goes, I need another bedroom. Why do I need another bedroom? Because, like, fuck, and am I going to let my mother or my dad come round? Because if my mum or my dad come round, they're not going to come around for an afternoon. They've got to stay for a couple of days. The further away you move, the more likely they're gonna have to stay with you. So you need to add an extra bedroom just to accommodate them. So I'm in a situation of, I need a 3 bed so I can accommodate. 1 bed for fun, 1 fun time, 1 bed for sleep. Sleeping bag on the floor. That's the thing, and the closer I am, the less bedrooms I need. Like, here's the thing, if I stay within Bristol, I'm okay. If I stay within Bristol or the Bristol area, I'm okay getting a 1 bedroom because then I could just make the living room and the lounge my workspace. That's like the thing. But I can't stress this enough. I don't think it's worth spending 160 plus grand. I don't think it's worth spending 160 grand on a 1 bedroom apartment when I could move up north and get a 3 bedroom house for 120 grand. Which one are you gonna have? The 1 bedroom apartment for 160 or the 3 bedroom house for 120? I'm gonna take the house all the way. I'm taking the house all the way. Got 3 rooms that can all take double beds if it comes to it. 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for a guest alongside as we have gaming room we need. 1 beds are 160k for you. Minimum around me is 195k now. Yeah, because you're closer to London. So here's the thing, Pango, that you're not realizing. Once you go north of York, shit gets cheaper, right? So take London, take York, and draw a huge circle. Just take London, take York, and draw a huge circle, and that's it. That's the bubble. That's the fucking bubble. For some fucking reason, in the 21st fucking century, with gigabit plus internet connectivity, where we went through fucking COVID, and everyone went fucking remote. Everyone somehow, for some fucking reason, has to live near London or be able to commute to London. Why? The less connected from London you are, the better you are. That's it. Wait, there is really a city called York? There is a town called York, if I remember correctly. Katie, sit right here, right here on this face. Wrong platform. Wednesday, sure. Hi, Raven. We were on about this as well, and it does get cheaper, and anywhere up north we go, hell of a lot cheaper. Yeah. And you know what's really funny? I told my dad I'm looking at moving to Scotland, and he's like, no, you're not. He's like, no, you're not. He just blurted out, no, you're not moving that far. I'm like, I'm moving. I need to move. Yeah, York is a city. So New York is based on York. Yes. Kerberos, I'm gonna give you a reality check. Most towns and villages in most towns and cities in America are named after other towns and cities around Europe mostly. Like New Hampshire is based off of Hampshire. New York is based off of York. So New Scotia is based on Scotland. I don't fucking know, probably. We need to build a wall around London and leave them there. No, Pango, what we need to do is, you know, the Ring of Death, also known as I think it's the A26, the London Ring Road. Or is the A26? Is it the A26 or the A27? I can't fucking remember. I don't drive. I don't really feel like I need to. But you know the road around London? We need to basically say, London is everything within sight of this. London is its own country. Call it Londonia. Call it Londonia. And then M25. That was it. Yeah, so everything within everything within the M25 is Londonia. And it's just, this is London. Londonia. England is the rest of the country. Londonia is its own country within the country. It's its own country. It has its own fucking laws and rules. Everything outside of it has its own laws and rules. I don't get why shit happens in London and the rest of the country has to suffer for it.
Hello?
Like, I'm not even joking at how fucking stupid that shit is. I'm really not joking about how fucking stupid that is. Oh, there's corruption in the police force. We've got to reduce funding for the police. Globally, apart from the map, which is London. Apart from the map, which is London, by the way. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, just come London, just be its own country. The rest of the country gets its own rules. Please. Make it a state. Like, make it a state of the United Kingdom, like Wales and Scotland. Just make it its own state. Make life easier. Make life fucking easier. Just make it a state within it. Sweeney Todd the Flying Square. Squad. Okay, I gotta go get my car. I will be able to have fun getting car. I hope it's not too hot for you. And I also hope that you can blast the air conditioning all the way. So in the end, is there a place called Brunswick? Yes. Because in Canada there is New Brunswick. Yes, there is a place called Brunswick. The AC doesn't work. Make it work. Fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it. Can't use AC in cars when stationary or you'll be fined up to £110. Dragon, that's the reason why what you do is you slowly roll the car. You very slowly roll the car. You're not stationary if it's very slowly rolling. New York ain't new anymore, lol. Yeah, that's why Futurama had New York. That's literally why Futurama had New York. Still makes me laugh the M25 is in Good Omens. Yeah, I thought that was really fucking great how they did that. How they basically turned it into, like, legitimately a demon sigil to cause endless misery for everyone on it. So good. Did you watch the movie, by the way? Did you watch the movie? I watched the movie too. The movie's so good. But actually, couple things I've watched this week. One, I watched the Michael Jackson movie. Oh my fucking god, really, really good. I didn't pause it once. I very rarely don't. If I'm watching a movie at home, I usually pause it to go do things. I literally watched it from start to finish without pausing. Really, really good. I watched the live action Avatar Last Airbender. I watched the live Avatar Last Airbender yesterday, the other day as well. It felt rushed. It's not bad. It felt rushed. I think they just condensed everything too much, and I feel like the anime did stuff a lot better. Some things, some story points a lot better. Like, I'm sorry, and this is what I would have fucking done. They needed to add an episode which was the whole Toph being chased by. They needed to have dedicated an entire episode to. They needed to give an extra episode to Toph. They needed to give an extra episode to Toph. It's a 7-episode season. It wouldn't have hurt them to turn around and have given Toph a whole episode to her, to basically... They should have given her a couple of episodes. Like, the thing is they literally give her an episode, and then they instantly afterwards, she's whole buddy-buddy, like instant buddy-buddy with everyone. And it's like, you just skipped like half a season worth of character progression there. What the fuck? And then it's like they basically every episode does this thing where they take 3 or 4 stories, mash them together, and then it works, but it's too rushed. I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I don't mind you mashing stories together to make it work for the story, but when you're doing it to just make shit move along faster, it doesn't work. It's so badly... like, the story pacing is just off. And the scene where Toph does the whole metal bending, figuring out she's a metal bender thing, they literally do it in a way that makes 0 sense. They should have... they should have just took the original as more of a reference, kept what they did, put Toph in the back of the carriage instead of inside the fucking carriage for some fucking reason, had the teacher and the boulder on top of the carriage and stuff, and then just run the same dialogue where they turn around and go, yeah, even you can't metal bend. But then that would have made more sense if they had it where they did an extra episode of fucking Toph to progress her as an actual fucking character. They just rush through things way too quickly. It's not bad. It's worth going. It's worth watching. But it's just background noise. It's genuinely a background noise show. It moves too quickly. I sat down and watched the Popeye horror movie. It was awful, like predictably awful. Sometimes bad horror is good horror. Like, there's the one with Nicolas Cage with with essentially the monsters that go around eating, that do the whole, they look like Goofy. They look like Goofy. It's a really, really good movie. I think that one's meant to be a really, really good movie. There's like tons of scenes and you're like, oh shit, that's right. Willy's Wonderland? Yeah, I think it's called Willy's Wonderland. I know. No, it's not Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Wonderland is a completely different one. No, Willy's Wonderland is a completely different one. I'm thinking that's the one where he just turns up in a town. And it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's made weirder. But there's another one. It's the one, he basically has... It's like supposed to be a post-apocalyptic type thing. They're in their house. And there's just like these weird creatures that look like Muppets and Goofy. Really, really good. It's got Nicolas Cage in it. Nope's Spinach Factory, though. Hi, Cisco! How are you today? Wally's is the FNAF, but actually good. Yeah, there's one, I can't remember the name of it. But it's weird because, yeah, it's just a really, really good one. There's a scene where the creature leans into the room and his arm extends to try and reach a person and he can't reach, but then the fingers get longer and he gets about that far, it gets like that far away from like touching them, and then it like something happens and the creature pulls away and then he has no clue he was about to have died. Like, that's the type of shit that they do in the show. It's really, 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 really good. And the monster attacks are like weird. They're like going... It's the only way to describe how the creatures are attacking them. Doing pretty good? I'm glad you're doing good. I had everything go wrong last month, and I'm just trying to recover myself at the moment. Not even... I can't even figure out how to explain how bad everything went for me last month. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And it just... I got really stressed out. I had a couple of emotional breakdowns because I'm just exhausted. And I'm kind of done. I'm done with pussyfooting around my dad when it comes to doing the spicy streams. So I've just done what I'm calling an adaptive approach to them. So I just figured out tiers based off of shit going on. And I'm really annoyed because the heat wave is on the way, but whatever. In Popeye, is Popeye the name because because he have an popped eye, or is it because because he had a stroke that made his eye pop? I've no idea what the fuck you just said. Are you asking why is Popeye called Popeye? I mean, the reason why it's called Popeye... I think the main reason why it's called Popeye is because it's like from the whole old sailory days. I don't fucking know. I genuinely don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been interested in Popeye. I think the live action with Robin Williams is probably the best... is probably the best thing to watch when it comes to Popeye. Yeah, no idea. Try Google. I mean, don't Google it. If you're gonna Google it, make sure you do minus AI at the end. That's literally the best way to do it, by the way. You just at the end just go negative AI and get rid of the AI shit. Where's my water? There it is. But yeah, because of me biting my jaw and not being able to chew, I had pizza this morning and I feel like I didn't eat it properly. I've hardly been eating this week because I can't chew my food properly. I had rice the other day and I was like, thank God it was rice. I saw his Sun series when I was 4 years old. I have no idea. I need to catch up with Farron. I think I need to catch up with Farron next. Being too hot to eat too much. So here's the thing. Where I bit my cheek, by the way, I'm pretty sure the reason why I bit my cheek was because I've been hydrating more, because yeah. How'd you bite your own jaw? I didn't bite my own jaw, I bit my cheek. I bit my cheek in a spot right next to the hinge, which means it's right by the muscle, so the muscle is slightly inflamed. I could probably just get some ibuprofen to really help it along, to be honest. I know it's inflamed because I can feel it. I can feel it on this side more than this side. This side feels fine, this side feels really bad. Yeah, it hurts. It really hurts. To be honest, I bit it right next to where I think my wisdom tooth is flared up as well. Actually, no. It could be... I'm more hydrated.
Onita, I have a dick.
Stinky Katie. Anyway, how are you today?
I am hot right now. How are you? Are you okay? Are you good? I'm okay. I hope you're okay. Yes. Yes. But yeah, I got my jaw. The fact that Popeye eats his spinach straight from the can and his son ate them in a sandwich made it so reliable. You know the really funny thing, Kerberos? You understand that the spinach in Popeyes is a replacement for cocaine, right? You understand that, right? In Popeye, this burst of strength is because of cocaine. It's not because of spinach. The original, I think the very original story for Popeye was meant to be way more glorifying of like drug use and stuff. It's either methamphetamine or cocaine. And the whole, he eats spinach, he makes himself strong, and stuff like that. It makes him strong. All that shit is because he literally would have cocaine or methamphetamine and think he is invincible and would do insane shit. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that was the original thing. Because if I'm right, in the very original story, the very, very, very first story, which basically you can't find anymore, in the very original story, instead of spinach, he has cocaine. And then the publishers turned around and said, you can't depict the character having cocaine. You need to change it. Love everything else. You need to change. You can't have him doing that. And they were like, okay, cool, I'll change it to something. And then they changed it to spinach. Because why the fuck not? It totally wasn't a ploy to get kids to eat spinach. Yeah, it was also along the lines of trying to encourage kids to have more vegetables. And stuff. I gotta sit in a corner now, BRB, after I process that information. Oh, there's so much fucked up, Kerberos. There is absolutely so much fucked up in old media. There is abso-fucking-lutely so much dumb shit in older media like that. And if you think the cocaine story... I'm going to go back here so the water can touch my feet because it feels nice. If you think the cocaine story is like, whoa, what the fuck? You'll be wrong. You're wrong as fucking so bad. There is other shit which makes the cocaine thing look so much more tame. Like, not even joking. Not even lightly exaggerating, joking in any way, form, or fashion. What is on? Like, there is actual shit in, there is actual shit in older media which I can't even remember off the top of my head, which is just so much worse than it. Like, what was it? Magic Roundabout? The writers for the Magic Roundabout legitimately made it... yeah, the writers of the Magic Roundabout, were on magic mushrooms the whole time. Like that one, for example. God, did you know? Do you want to know what's really fucked up? Do you want to know what's really, really fucked up? And this is one that you probably won't believe. Thomas the Tank Engine. Are you ready for this one? Thomas the Tank Engine, as a child's show, if you go back to its original inception till today, says the N-word more times than Django Unchained. Not even joking. If you go back to the original, if you go all the way back to the really, 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 really early Thomas the Tank Engine, I think it's like the train called Percy. I think it's Percy or Charles or something. There's like an episode and he drops the N-word like 1,000, I think like 300 times in one episode. And I'm just sitting there going like, what the fuck? Some dumb, really messed up facts about old kids shows and stuff. Like they used to hold zero fucks when it came to that shit. Like TV, yeah, there's so much bad shit. Oh, and here's a really, really fucked up one that might fuck your head up. Rugrats. Do you want to hear an interesting and terrifying potential fact about Rugrats? It's Angelica. The fucked up fact about the Rugrats show is it's a story about Angelica and basically psychosis about wanting siblings and friends. It's a lonely bratty child who can't make friends because she's a bratty child, and she makes friends with younger kids, and it's a whole mental breakdown type thing. And it's like a whole history, there's like a whole like big background on it, and it's really sad. I don't know how to clip, sadly. On YouTube, you can now watch and hear most of the recent videos in your birth language. You can watch stuff in Klingon on YouTube now as well. Did you know that? You can watch stuff in Klingon. What's really funny is they can also do Lothlorien, which I think is which is Lord of the Rings. Is Lothlorien? I think it's called Lothlorien. It's Elvish. I think Lothlorien is Elvish. Wait, what? Yeah, there's also fantasy languages on YouTube and stuff as well. No, don't to the AI voiceover. They're always terrible, and what's really funny is that every time that I ever come across one that's been AI dubbed, it does this thing where it like talks and it goes out of nowhere. And it's like, the reason why it's going is because it wants to just make sound whilst the person is talking. But the words have already been finished. Does that make sense? Like, it does this thing, and it's constant talking. You'll have a bit where someone's talking, and there's a pause, and in the pause, it just goes, Wait, it is AI. Void, damn it. Yep. Love opening Facebook to be met with Dementia Baby going ape shit about his pool being vandalized. Raven, I thought the new shit Cheeto Baby was getting pissed about was how no one was going to his fair. You know, the fair that he massively hyped up. I thought he was also really pissed as well that he had 30,000 people walk out of his massive concert whilst he was talking. He had 30,000 people mid-speech just walk away. He's lost his support base. He's absolutely lost his support base. Guess my Facebook is still giving me pool posts. Raven, it's probably because... Do you want to know what's really stupid? We learned this on... There's a thing that I learned on TikTok a while ago. Whenever there's bad news that the administration don't want you hearing about, they roll shit back a couple of weeks to a month or so. So you're probably getting the rollback posts from a month ago, which he tried to suppress. Did you know that? Did you know that? They do rollbacks. They can't, for legal reasons, they're not allowed to suppress content. They're not allowed to suppress content. But they can delay it getting into the algorithms. Did you know that? So you can tell when it happens when you randomly start getting old shit pop up. Not joking. And the thing is the reflection pool fiasco has been so bullshit bad. It's like, yeah. It's so bullshit bad. Do you know what's really funny, by the way? The ozone bubbler thing that was working, he removed because he said they make the pool look bad. And I want it to look good for January, for the 4th of July. So he removed it within 48 hours. Within less than like 24 hours, the bloom came back again. And then they put the ozone bubblers back in. Uh-oh. No, doesn't work like that. Made the bloom worse. Made the bloom worse, yes. Do you want to know how they deal with algae in Japan? Do you know how they deal with algae in Japan? You know what's really funny? in Japan, they have open drainage on the side of roads in Japan. The way they keep them lovely and clean and fresh, like literally essentially it's the equivalency of a spring, the way they do it, koi fish. They do koi fish and water snails to clean the algae. And what's really fucking stupid is people have been saying for a while, why don't they just put fish in the reflecting pool instead? Just put fish in there, just koi. Just put koi and just put koi in there and snails, and then you just put water bubblers in the middle bit, and you just put water bubblers through there to help keep it all nice and oxygenated for them, and they'll be fine. Because that wouldn't work due to the chemical dementia baby dumped into it. Oh, you mean the chemical? Did you know the funny thing, Raven? The science behind behind hydrogen peroxide is this. Water is H2O. Hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. When H2O2 gets in contact with something called UV light, or I don't know, the sun, it breaks down. It turns into what's referred to as a free radical, HO. It just turns into HO, 2 strings of HO. And guess what it wants? It wants to get an extra electron to turn itself into H2O, so it can turn itself into water, because it's a stable state. So what does it do? The HO tries to turn itself into H2O by taking electrons from other things. Sometimes it's algae, which is why it did help with the algae. But there was another thing in the pool, which was freshly put on. The paint. So it grabbed itself to the paint and acted as a slight paint stripper. And by the way, it was found that the paint they've used in the pool wasn't pool lining spray stuff. No. It was found that the stuff they used in the pool was used for pickup trucks, to line the beds of pickup trucks. I'm not even joking. It's not even water grade stuff. It's not even like proper submerged water grade shit. It's literally the same shit that they used to put in pickup truck beds. They cheaped out on something which they cheaped out on. Why is there a hearting feeling when I try to use my brain? Because you haven't touched yourself in a significantly long period of time, and you should consider doing it. Picos also eat algo, don't they? That's the suckerfish, isn't it? A pico is a suckerfish. Yeah, they do, but they're also regarded as an invasive species. And a thing to note, by the way, the reflecting pool is connected via pipes to the local water sources, and it's slightly filtered. It's slightly filtered before it enters, and it's filtered again when it leaves. As someone who owns a pico, I can confirm it. Yes, plico. Wait, I did not break my record yet. What's your record? Oh yeah, I'm changing my username today. Lol. Again? What the fuck, Gwen? You just changed it. What the fuck? They did not read the curing instructions. They didn't read the curing instructions. They also drove on the monument and caused problems and broke a lot of the surface. They didn't realize that the surface was already treated partially, and them driving on it broke the treating of it. And by the way, the way the reflecting pool works is the same as putting glass on top of a mirror. It helps it's like having a dull mirror, it's like having foil, like shiny foil, and then putting glass on top of it to hold it flat, helps with reflection. But if you have like a darkened mirror, like an oxidized piece of foil, you put a mirror on top of it, it doesn't work nearly as well as a mirror. So then spraying it blue basically removes the reflecting portion of it. It's the science behind it. The reason why the bottom was designed with that specific shade of color was to help emphasize reflection more. It was scientifically set up that way. And them spraying it and vandalizing it, which, by the way, is going to have to be fucking removed once he's removed. Once he's removed, that's going to have to get removed. I'm not even joking. It's going to be so bad. Like, he does it, like, it's like Cowboy Builder goes into it's like a cowboy builder turns up to a job, says, yeah, I can do this, I can do all of this, and he just goes around with a spray paint can trying to paint the walls. And you're just sitting there going, oh my fucking god, this looks awful. But they're going, no, it looks really, really good. Stand here. Stand here. Stand exactly here. Wait, you're shorter than me. Shit. You're shorter than me. Fuck. That's what it feels like. Maybe we're gonna have to rebuild the whole thing. They're gonna have to literally go over the whole thing with with like floor sanding shit. They're gonna have to get an army of people with giant sanding things just to go over the whole fucking paint, just to rip the whole fucking thing off. They're gonna have to do like a massive thing to get rid of it all. It's gonna be insane, and it's so bad. And you know what's really sad? You know they took his name. Okay, you know they took his name off of the Kennedy Center, right? It's the last thing I'm going to say, by the way. I know it's politics and none of y'all want to hear about politics. Someone fucking started talking about Cheeto Boy and we just fell into this conversation. Yeah, don't do that again. I try to avoid it. When someone brings it up, we just fall into that conversation. So he put his name on the Kennedy Center, literally, without permission. He just did it, ignored everyone, and said, no, I'm a big boy. I can do what I want. Courts turned around and said, no, you can't do that. Take them down. So he said, fine, I'll take them down. He then spends tens of thousands of dollars putting up a scaffolding with a cover over it to take his name off of the building, and has just left the fucking just left the scaffolding up with all the covering. Do you want to know why? Because his ego got bruised that he couldn't have his name up on the building. It would have taken them 10-15 minutes with a cherry picker. It took them a day and a half to put the fucking scaffolding up, 20 minutes to take the fucking name down, and they've left the scaffolding up for about a week now. Because he doesn't want people knowing he had his name taken off of it. If they did it with a cherry picker, there would have been video of them taking his name down. He's doing malicious compliance. That's the best way to describe it. He's just doing malicious compliance, and that is what he's going to end up doing at every fucking step of the way. And I'm sorry, legitimately, there needs to just be a clause in everything that they do which turns around and states that if he does malicious compliance, he's just going to be removed from office. Because it's childish, it's pathetic, and he is an adult. He is a grown-ass man choosing the toddler's way out. It's a fucking man baby. Anyway, air fryers? Air fryers? What? I need to keep an eye on my phone. Apparently my dad has a delivery on the way. Yes, indeed. Got a tick for a 40-meter cherry picker. A load of fun. But Jake, the funny thing is, the reason why he chose malicious compliance is because his ego got bruised. Hi, Disney. Hi, how are you today? I have a little bit of sweat in my eye. I'm gonna go for a bath after the stream, I think. I need to wash my hair. I was gonna do it yet last night, but it was still quite warm, and I said, meh. I'm good, thanks for asking. You're welcome. Welcome into the stream. I still got sweat in my eye. No, I can't see it. It's gonna worse. I can't see now. I need a towel. Oh, No, where's my towel gone? Ah, that would work. Duvet. Duvet. Oh, that's so nice. Huh? Salty eye? It fucking hurts. I have. Oh, it's back! It's back! What the fuck? It was. Oh. Is me wiping it off making it worse? That shouldn't work. Hamter. Hamter. Oh, I got. I got told off in Overwatch. I said our tank is our tank is useless. I said, and I quote, "Our tank is useless. I love a good throw tank. I mean dive tank. Who dives into the fight, complains about lack of healing, and dies because it's 20 seconds into the round, and all of us are barely out of spawn." And he is already going around giving y'all prostate exams and wondering why he fucking died. And I got fucking reported for informing our game that our tank is essentially dying. Because he doesn't keep in line of sight of the fucking healers. And I'm sorry, why did I get told off for that? Why did I get told off for that? I'm also at a point where I'm just like, look, if we're losing because of shitty matchmaking, and I can pin it down to shitty matchmaking very quickly, when the entire enemy team is like 15 and 30, and our team is like 5 and 9. It's like, yeah, maybe the shitty matchmaking is the problem. Maybe the team that basically has no semblance of the enemies are that way, push guns, bullets that way. Yes. People like giving punishment. I got told that I might not be allowed to type in the voice chat, and I'm like, bro, I know there's people in the game who I've come across a few times that turn around and just report me because I just have a way of, maybe you're in losing queue, in loser queue. That's the thing, Nori. That's the thing. I literally turn around and I turn around and I basically go, look, here's what we're gonna do. If I turn around and take leadership role, I get I get one of two reactions. Reaction one, everyone does what I say and we fucking win. We turn around and we do a fun tactic which makes people go, oh my shit, what the fuck happened there? And it just fucking works. It's hilarious. Love doing it with Jetpack Cat. Hilarious to just turn around and just fly your tank to the back of the enemy and just sit there going, I'm going to keep you healed, I'm going to keep you healed, heal. Hilarious every time. Enemy team don't know what the fuck's going on. Why the fuck is the tank already here and why in the fuck isn't he dying? Hilarious reaction, never gets old. Really, really funny. If I take the leadership role, reaction one is, okay, this will work. Reaction two is this. Shut your bitch ass mouth and go back to the kitchen, you fucking whore. That is the two extremes of what happens in Overwatch whenever I turn around and try and take somewhat of a semblance of, guys, we're doing shit, we should do this. That's it. Those are the two sides of the coin. It's either, aha, yes, this is funny. I either get people sniffing my feet or fucking creepy. I'm not joking. I'm gonna be so bad. Every Doomfist main is every person who I've ever played with who is a Doomfist one-trick pony is creepy as fuck. Like, I'm not joking. I'm talking super fucking creepy. I literally had a Doomfist chasing after me in the spawn. And I told them, dude, get away from me. You're creeping me out. And he just sat there going, I don't care. I'm going to fucking creep you out. And I reported them for being fucking predatory and creepy and just ew. I couldn't describe it any other fucking way. And apparently I'm the problem because I turned around and said that this person's throwing and they're just being shit. I'm like, I'm okay. Here's the thing. I'm okay. I try to be patient with people. But like, I try to be patient with people. But when there's a fucking tank who's like 12 and 1, who's like died 12 times and killed one person, who has 300 mitigation, 500 damage, and then there's me, fucking 6,000 healing in round 1. Apparently I'm the problem there, guys, don't worry. I know why people choose to either be racist or sexist in games, but they do, and the fact it's mostly adults is so pathetic, so seek therapy. Go seek therapy. Oh, just really funny, every time I see a Genji player, or a fucking Tracer player, and they're going around being like the biggest problem on the fucking face of the planet, my response is to ask them if they took their Adderall this morning. That's my general response. It's like, hey, did you take your Adderall this morning? Because no one fucking plays those two heroes unless they have to have Adderall. They're like the most ADHD fucking heroes on the fucking planet, and they need to be like, if I take my medication, I can't play Genji. Like, yeah, because he requires you to work within a state of slowed time. You can't play either of them without actually tuning time to be about a quarter of what it is, so you can react properly. Otherwise, you're just sitting there going, and hoping that fucking something dies. Like, seriously, it's so dumb. It's worse than Marvel Rivals. That's why I don't play Marvel Rivals. That's why I don't play Marvel Rivals. I just can't get into it. I genuinely can't get into Marvel Rivals. I've tried it so many times. Overwatch is easier for me to get into because, oh my god, the hentai. Oh my god, the porn in Overwatch is so good. Everything with Marvel Rivals just comes across as being weird. It's the shaders. I just don't like the shaders. They're a bit too sharp for my enjoyment. Overwatch is at least soft while still being stylized. Oh, wait, no. Oh, fan. Oh, fan. Bless me with your breeze. Oh, fuck. I only play Quick Play and Marvels. I play Stadium. I play Stadium and I do Stadium and I do Stadium and Arcade in Overwatch. I don't go near competitive. Competitive can go fuck itself. Did someone buzz you? No, I just felt the fan. It felt really, really nice and cool. Really nice. Really nice. Yeah. Felt really good. Felt really, really nice and good. Yeah. Love it. It's very nice. Oh, it was the most. Competitive in hero shooters can go fuck themselves. Oh no, Kel, do you want to know what I want them to do? Do you know what I think do you want to know what I think Overwatch should do? I think they should 100% just scrap competitive. I think they should just outright scrap competitive in both Stadium and Standard. I think they should scrap competitive and just make it so it's technically mandatory. So every game counts towards some form of competitive. The problem you have is people go, oh, playing quick play doesn't affect your elo. Like, yes, it does. Every game you play affects elo. Any game that has some form of matchmaking, like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, has a form of elo. Do you want to know why? Because if you're a top 500, and you don't have standard elo outside of fucking competitive games, guess what happens? You go into a standard non-competitive game and you get thrown into matches with like fucking bronze players. And it's cruel for the bronze players. So there is a matchmaking system in place. If it's matchmaking, there needs to be an elo system, and the elo system works in both competitive and non-competitive. You might as well just scrap competitive and make it one universal. Why did I hear moaning? Because I moan, because that's how I am. How are things since I left 30 seconds ago? Hot. It's very warm. What I get from hero shooters compared to the FGC is the casual players will meet up way more than the casual players will make up way more than the competitive players. But hi Raiders, hi Noxie, how was your stream, sweetheart? What did you get up to? Yeah, you got hit with ads. I'm sorry. I do them every 40 minutes. I think after the first 10 minutes, it's every 40. So it's 50... I think it's the hour and a half mark. I don't know, hour 20, give or take. I don't know. But there's no but, sorry. Hi, bullshit. Hi! Hi, I have a slight headache coming on. God, I hope it's not the VR headset. Oh. Plane. Oh, fuck. Yeah. How are you? What did you get up to? I need to sit down. I need to sit down. Ah. Oh, that's my duvet, just covering up my ass. Yeah. Yeah, I need to sit down. Sorry, standing up for too long. Stood up for too long, and I got sweaty. Shit. Sorry, was trying to reopen OBS, not type BS. Why were you trying to reopen OBS? Or why did you close OBS? Did you record your stream and you needed to remux? You know there's a setting to automatically start recording, right? God, I'm tired. What with us? Huh? Sorry, it's really, it's still raw. We've still got like the after, we're still dealing with some of the after effects from the heat. So I'm like still really quite warm right now. It's really warm. Like, that's like one of the problems we have with our houses, by the way. One of the things with the UK is the whole red brick house thing. The fact that red bricks are used in like are used in things like ovens and kilns to help retain heat. And we use them for like building, so we end up getting quite hot. And it's really funny. The reason why it stays so hot at night in the UK is because of the red bricks. Like, you don't get a break from it. And it's funny because everyone goes, oh, why don't you just get AC? I'm like, AC doesn't stop the red brick effect. It reduces it, but it doesn't stop it. The moment you turn the AC off, the heat from the walls come in. I think modern homes moving forward are probably going to have to be designed with AC in mind. Anyone gonna move to the coast? Luckily, we get a lot of coast in the UK. Oh, do you know what's really funny? The place I'm Dundee is technically a coast town. Jake, Dundee is technically a coast town. It has an airport. It has a coast, so it's kind of like cool in that regard. I wonder, technically speaking, could I technically do boats from Dundee to like Europe? Pretty sure you technically could. But yeah, I'm looking at moving to Dundee. There's an airport there, which is good because it means that I can get the plane from Dundee back home. if it needs to be. Been to Scotland a few times. Sorry, where I couldn't chew my food because my cheek is puffy and hurting, and I can't chew properly right now. I think my food is just finally properly digesting, and I'm just starting to feel a bit. I'll be fine. I'm functional. Why does UK not be called the UKE, United Kingdom of England? Kerberos, because it's called the United Kingdom. It's called the United Kingdom because it's England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The United Kingdom. It's called Britain because of the British Isles, which encompasses Scotland, England, and Wales. And I think also Isle of Man. Technically speaking, you're thinking of what's referred to as Great Britain. Yeah. Yeah. So we got you got the United Kingdom, we got England, we got Britain, we've got yeah. There's like There's like 5, 6, 7. I think there's like 6 or 7 different names for just England alone. It's stupid. It's stupid is what it is. Again, I did not get the geography class back in my youth. You're fine. You're fine. Do you wanna know what's a really, really stupid thing? During heat waves, we get hardly any trains during the day. All the trains start fucking rolling out at night because the trains. So one thing that happens is this. During a heat wave, the trains won't run because the trains will overheat. There's literally multiple cases from the last week of fucking trains, buses, and cars breaking down because of the heat. And it's really funny because the trains just won't run during the day. The moment it gets cool enough, they will start running. And they will just backlog all of them and just eat the fine. I'm 26 soon. I will be 27. You know you could just do the numbers, right? Or European aircraft carrier. Yeah, it's just really funny how many was it? So in the thunderstorms, I know there was a home in Bristol that got struck by lightning and lit on fire. That was really, like, holy shit bad. Fuck. I think there's like several cars that ended up also yeah. The what? Yeah, let's just say that when it comes to the UK, we have several names for our country, and then there's like, yeah. Oh, I completely forgot that you have dyslexia. Now I feel ashamed. It's easier for you to type as well, hun. It should technically be easier for you to type rather than just using words. It takes me... yeah. It's quicker for me to read 27 numerically than it does for me to, read the words. We got Bloody Big Mo. My sweat, my eye. I'm so tired. I almost took a nap before stream, and I'm very happy I ended up waking myself up. Like, I'm not joking. I said to myself, I'm gonna lay down. I said to myself, I've eaten, I feel good, I'm gonna put on a video, I'm gonna lay down. And then my dad texted me. And then I texted him back, and then he texted me, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep before I stream. Why are you waking me up? But yeah, I was. My food is digesting properly, and now I'm tired. Fuck's sake. Every time. Blood patty. Are you talking about black pudding? In the UK, we call it black pudding. A reason why we call it, what was it, black pudding or blood sausage? Am I right in saying that, Jake? Black pudding lots. Yeah, it's very common over here. I can't have it because it's got fucking barley. It's made with barley. Same with haggis. I can't have haggis. In Quebec, we call it a boudin. Yeah, we called it black pudding or blood sausage in the UK. Goes great with a full English. It is a really, really nice. It depends, Jake. Jake, do you like yours to still be do you like yours crispy, as in like cooked really, really well, or do you like yours to still be kind of squishy? Because I know I know some people that go either way. Like, no, they can only have it crispy. Like, they literally fry that thing until it's, like, really tough. Yeah, can eat both. Yeah, I'm okay with both. As long as they're gluten-free, obviously. But, like, I find it really interesting how, some people refuse to have it soft and some people refuse to have it. I know someone who literally cooks it, and they said, no, it still needs to be a little bit red in the middle. It's like, what the fuck? Cute car? Bitch says there's a beach, there's no cars here. There's like no beach, there's like nothing, there's like no cars here. What the fuck are you talking about, cute beach? Or cute car? This is a beach. It's not even a bathtub. Hi, Fei. Then there is Irish sausage and a slice of haggis for a full English. I see an orange car. I said car? I'm not a car. I don't go beep. Then there's Irish. Oh. Ow. Okay. Sorry. Doorbell. 2 seconds. What the fuck happened? When did I get to a beach? Hello. Ah! Hi. Oh. Hi. Ah! Ah! Good morning.
Hello.
That was fine. Yeah, my dad ordered a fan and he got like 5 things come. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm not touching that. And he said, oh, I'll text you when it's close. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. So he just lied. He lied. It's that shit which stresses me out, by the way. Big
Remember,
fan?
pharmacists are just smart drug dealers, until we meet again.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're very much not wrong. Well, no, technically speaking, Raven, you are slightly wrong. Pharmacists are legal drug dealers. They're legal drug dealers. You know what's really funny? I think pharmacists should just start calling themselves drug dealers. And when they say what, I just say, oh, I'm a pharmacist. Like, oh dear. I see. Still, I knew Kay was flexible, but Jesus. I was getting the door! My dad ordered, I thought was just going to be and fan. Was he tucking turn around and have? He's got like a fucking Zimmer frame thing. There's a box with, I don't know what the fuck is in that thing, and he's got a fucking tower fan. I'm like, either he got fucking tricked, he got tricked and they accidentally sent him like 4 or 5 things by accident. Or he watched a TikTok or a fucking Facebook thing and just went, I can do that too, and then decided to order the bits, and he's gonna make a fucking weird AC thing. Fuck. Everything fell out. Not joking. My hair thing fell off my head. Where did that go? Actually, legitimately, where the fuck did that go? Oh, there it is. My hair is not tied back, and now my neck is hot. I hate this. They're still smart. Well, technically speaking, no, wait. Let me do my hair. Let me tie my hair back. I can't be in VR and have my fucking have my neck covered by my hair because it's too uncomfortable. Big fan to blow the heat out the window is how I survive the heat. I just used AC personally. No, my dad got one. I think my dad's doing what's called a swamp cooler setup. I think that's what he's doing. You know, it's the whole, you get a bowl, you fill it with ice or cold stuff and some water, and then you have a fan in front of it to blow over it and it cools the room down. Sadly, my whole Facebook is Dementia Baby. Raven, stop mentioning Dementia Baby. You end up making me talk about politics for like 20 minutes and then I'm pissed at myself because I don't want to talk about fucking Dementia Baby. I want Dementia Baby to fucking go try and swim in this fucking cesspool swamp. By the way, have you ever noticed, by the way, that they chose a man who predominantly lives in Florida to drain the swamp? Motherfucker, he wants swamp puppies. He doesn't want to fucking get rid of the swamp. He wants to add the swamp. He wants the swamp bigger. Swamp coolers don't really help with high humidity situations. I don't fucking know. I just use an AC. Jake, at some point, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no, just really stupid. AC units in the UK and the EU technically are shitely rated. They're not properly rated as they should be. The problem is we're all told get a portable AC unit. They're really, really good for the heat. They're amazing. They're great. Problem with them, their rating is not correct because it's about rating how much power, how much cooling you get per watt, per watt, right? But the problem is I could have one which is like a 1200 watt power thing, and then set it up, but it like they internally circulate the air. So they drag air in from the room. They cool it down and pump it out. The hot air gets pumped out of the room. So the cooler air inside ends up cooling cooler air repeatedly, which is why they get so fucking cold, right? But the problem is this. It then causes a negative air pressure situation because so much more air is being dumped out than being let in. So then hot air is being leaked in. So the logical system to do is to get a dual hose set up where it pulls air in from the outside, cools it down, dumps the cool air into the room, and then puts the hot... So basically it circulates outside air in and out of the room, whilst keeping the air circulating in the room just to get it cooler. Does that make sense? Drawing in air from the cold side is the flat. I don't know. My cousin is getting married, so there's at least something good. Yay, that's really good. So right now my plan and my goal is actually tonight I might actually go down the road after my stream today, and I might actually say YOLO fuck it and get myself a big drink, and I might get myself a Red Bull and a Monster for tonight, and I might just go YOLO fuck it. I'm not streaming tomorrow, Monday, so I might just take tomorrow. I might take tonight to just do a really late one. Enjoy the cool of the lovely night air and just YOLO fuck it and do Avatar shit all night and just be like, I'm just going to try and get as much shit as I can done tonight. Reward yourself, okay? Well, I'm tempted. Actually, to be honest, what I could do is just go down and get myself a couple of monsters and just try and pull a late one. Best to try all the methods to find out which works best for your situation. I mean, AC. Jake, I have a setup for my AC now which works really decently, so I'm just going to rock that next heatwave. I got it. I worked out I should just put it on my bedside table and put it up in here. So really big boy. You're big boy. Yes. Yes. It's so warm now. I also have my remote. I found my remote. Let's put it on air circulation mode. The problem is it's loud to me. Oh, wait. Oh, no, you can't hear it through the microphone. We should do some experiments together. I want to move out. Jake, actually, do you know what's really stupid, Jake? I really want to move out, and one of the things I actually do plan on doing is I want to get installed a proper AC system into the house. And I have reasons for it, and this will be genuinely my reason. I'd rather, and I can't stress this enough, I'd rather have an air conditioning setup, which I don't need, than I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Does that make sense? Because the last thing I want, when I move out, I desperately do want to do it. And I might actually, I know this sounds really bad, my dad is planning on doing the windows and shit this year. Actually, no, my dad is planning on doing the windows, we're planning on getting new doors to upstairs, and he's also planning on getting rid of there's like a rock feature in my fucking lounge that the people who lived here before us put in, and he's been wanting to get rid of it since he fucking moved in. I will get hotter. It will. Are you saying it will get hotter in the future? Yeah, I know it will get hotter in the future. Can we get like AI data centers and billionaires? Can we like sue them and get them arrested for like genocidal stuff? Like, the things that they're doing for the environment, like big corporations with, like, the environment, which is causing climate change, I would technically say that that is an act of, like... I would technically classify it as an act of terrorism and technically an attempted genocide. Or a form of genocide. They want to get rid of poor people who can't who are just left to suffer for it. For fans blowing air onto you, put frozen water bottles behind it or somewhere. Jerry rigging to be connected and have multiple sets to swap out with might help with theory, really. I have an air conditioning unit. I have a AC. I just turn AC on, and it cool room. Why are we trying to figure out how to cool my room down? I have a fucking AC. What? That does not work well in high humidity. I've tried with multiple cool packs. Not yours, ours. Do you know what you could do? Do you want to know a really good universal fix that will actually be really good? What you do is, you know when you do the washing up and you get the washing up bowl, the washing up bowl bucket thing that you put in the sink, right? It's a big bowl. They're usually quite a big bowl, right? Here's what you do. Best fix that you guys can do. What you do is you fill that up about halfway up with water. Ready? Fill that up about halfway with water. You can put a couple of ice packs in there, make it really nice and cold, and then you put your feet in there. You want to stay cool? Cool your feet. I'm not joking. Best way to cool you down as quick as possible. I'm actually not fucking joking. If you are hot and you want to cool yourself down, bucket. You get the bucket, couple of ice packs, put your feet in there, cools you right down, and then you can have a fan on the rest of you, and it will genuinely help. I like this. I live on the South Coast. We get the storms off the Atlantic. God, if I move to fucking Dundee, I'll be like in the north. I'll be in the North Sea. I just realized that I'll be by the North Sea. Shit, I think that's just storm central when it comes to like wind and stuff. At least it'll be fucking. Yeah. I think I want to actually fully... I'm thinking I might just fully commit to moving to Dundee now. I think I might make that... I think I might make it a full commit thing. I need to move out. I need to desperately do it. I think Dundee's the deal that I need to do. I'm dumb braining. I'm so dumb braining right now. Chat, what are your plans for the rest of the weekend? Like I said, I might go down the road after the stream, get a couple of energy drinks, and then do a late one tonight. British coastline is way cooler than the inland areas by about 5 degrees. True. It's just because of the natural cooling effect of the ocean, but like still, it's Monday tomorrow. Yes, I stream tomorrow. But what's everyone's plan for the rest of the weekend? As in tonight. Family movie night tonight and therapist tomorrow. I was actually just thinking, I was thinking this the other day, in the Discord, I might be able to start doing movie night in the Discord, but I need to figure out which movies to do. Like, we need to figure out which movies to do, and just go from there. Maybe we can think about doing that, like, after the heat waves. Wait, maybe, November? September? No. August, September. I think September. I think we could start doing movie night in the Discord. Let's aim for September time. So after August. Pick 3 or 5, then Discord poll. Pick 3 or 5, then Discord poll. I think Discord only lets me do 4. I might be wrong. But I was just thinking, because I want to do movie night. I want to get into movie nights. And I'm very tempted to ask, should we do movie series? And then just figure out how to do, how to do it. I already know a website which we can watch, which will let us watch movies and stuff. But we'll just figure it out from there. Yes, Raven? Birthday is in November. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. My plan at my okay, Jake doesn't like this. My plan at the moment is I'm gonna get myself back into a proper stream flow. I'm gonna genuinely just get myself back into it. I'm very tempted to maybe go for my I might lean towards more of an adapted stream schedule. With my dad thinking about looking for other work, I said to myself, well, I need to think how can I get into a proper stream schedule again? Everything feels like it's getting thrown off. I need to be able to be more adaptive and more quick to adapt in future. And I want to move out, and I want to get myself back into a proper stream flow. I genuinely do. Well, I'll be turning 24, so yeah. Ooh. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to do streams. I'm semi tempted to maybe push my Twitch streams to be later in the days, and then maybe do the other platform more regularly and go earlier. But I'm trying to figure out times. Maybe, I don't know, because my brain is going, look, I could do 7 to 9 p.m. on Twitch, and then do like 2 to 6 p.m. on the other platform. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Alex. Good morning. Hi. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm tired, and my stomach's starting to go a bit because I couldn't chew my food properly earlier because my jaw hurts from sadly not sucking dick. I've just gotten I bit my cheek and it's inflamed my jaw. Ooh, House of the Dragon episode 2 is on tonight. Oh, you're talking about season 3? I'm trying to keep on top of them now. Is it just me or KE models are getting more and more realistic? They're not getting more and more realistic. I'm trying to improve them all the time. The map I'm in is fucking more realistic. I love this map. When I turn, what really cool trick, if I turn off the blur, you can tell that it's 3D. But when the semi, it gets rid of the blur and it just looks really good. Like, I genuinely love this map because of how fucking, how realistic it looks. Very CPU intensive, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I might go down the road to get a couple of energy drinks and do a fucking blast out. I got the Now TV app. Ooh, I'm just watching them through my through what I watch stuff on now. If I gonna be eat by a cannibal, I gotta say I am season 3. What? Mostly for the Sci-Fi Channel. Understood. Very understood. No seasoning needed. That's adorable. That's fucking cute and adorable. Very cute and adorable. Right. Beaut. Bum 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 bum. interesting. I've not seen them on in for ages. I am agorable. You are agorable. Agorable indeed. You are agorable indeed. Right, I'm gonna throw you guys over to Lulu because I haven't rated Lulu in literally eons, and I am sweaty in the worst possible way, and I hate it. Raid Killer of Ads, I'm sending you guys over to Lulu, so please make sure you go show Lulu all the love you can. I'm gonna go de-sweat myself and be back here on Tuesday. So I'm gonna try my hardest to properly get myself into the stream flow. Once I'm in my stream flow, I'm just gonna hold on to that shit for as long as I can. I kind of did my stupid thing of, where I, kind of just fell out of it, and it's just I get through. The problem I have is when I plan shit and then shit goes fucking wrong. I mentally just retreat and it sucks. But I want you guys to show Lulu all the love you can. Please be nice and kind to them. They are wonderful. They are lovely. They are Lulu. We love Lulu. Lulu lovely. Lulu lovely. Yes. But I hope you guys go show Lulu all the love you can, and I hope you enjoyed today as much as I did. I'm going to go and try and de-sweat myself, and I'm going to go probably get myself a couple of monsters so I can have a dumbass late night in my 30s so I can try and get a ton of Avatar work done and probably play some Overwatch without trying to get banned. But please go show Lulu if I can. I love you guys. See you next stream. Mwah. Bye!